Hey, guess we're continuing with the 80s cartoon intros. Part 3 of 4 because part 2 is missing. Which is a shame. Not sure what, I know G.I. Joe would have been there. Other than that, I have no idea what would have been there. What would have been in there. Because I don't really know 80s cartoons.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, looking for you. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are ya? Scooby, Scooby-Doo, Scooby, Scooby-Doo.
The new Scooby and Scrappy show. With, for some reason, of all people, Daphne. If anyone was going to be with them, I would have expected Velma. I guess probably Daphne was probably considered more popular at the time. Society at large had not yet embraced hot nerd girls. So it might be just that Daphne was considered, more popular at the time, more marketable at the time. Not a bad intro. Bit short. It's a very short intro. Do rap and disco. It's trying to include 8 different musical styles. It's a mess.
Yogi Bear is smarter than the average bear. Yogi Bear is always in a ranger's hair. At a picnic table you will find him there, stuffing down more goodies than the average bear. He will sleep till noon, but before it's dark, he'll have every picnic basket that's in Jelly's big heart. Yogi has it better than a millionaire, just because he's smarter than the average bear. That's in Jellystone Park. Yogi has it better than a millionaire. Hey! Just because he's smarter than the average bear. Just because he's smarter than the average bear.
Alright. I didn't like it at first, but it grew on me. The very beginning of it, I was like, but it grew on me. It is fun. I like it. Hey, Pac-Man.
Pac-Man. That's me. Pac-Man.
Oh, I must have those power pellets. Go find me the power pellet bonus.
Since when are there 5 ghosts? My thoughts on that intro are... My main thought on that intro is... Sure. Sure, why not? So whatever. It is such a... I see, of course. Need to have the token chick in there. Need to have the token girl ghost in there. Okay. So that's what they did. They added the a girl ghost. But, yeah. Intro is... And this one...
How rich can you get?
Okay.
You're never gonna know till you've met. This young boy is rich as his name. That's rich, Richie Rich.
Ah, okay. So it's different cartoon. Okay. I was wondering, like, what the hell was with the kids? But okay, it's different cartoons matching up. Okay. Still a lot of... Pac-Man, Little Rascals, and Richie Rich. That was so disjointed. It was so friggin' disjointed. Terrible intro. Like, each individual section was whatever, but like combining them all together like that, it's so disjointed and terrible. Nowhere near as good as the 90s Paddington intro. That one was an intro. Appreciate the brevity on this one, though, yeah? I do have to give this one credit for its brevity. Very simple.
Mondragor, master of evil, steals the magical pyramid of power. Whoever has the pyramid controls the universe. But it falls and explodes in far-off Tibet, its pieces scattering all over the earth. Only an American boy sees the explosion. He and his sister fly there and meet 3 panda bears who help them fight Mondragor. From the skies, Mondragor controls wind, fire, thunder, and lightning. But on Earth, his powers disappear, and he can only control the minds of others, and they carry out his evil plans. The race to recover the pieces of the pyramid is on. It's pandemonium!
That's a lot. Not gonna lie, that felt like kind of a lot. Is this? What is this intro? God, it's just like, it's so weird.
Pandemonium, pandemonium, pandemonium.
I don't know. I don't even know what to say.
Deep, deep in the forest, far away from everywhere, with a bunch of mighty little critters, they're called the Paw Bears. These are brave and fearless pawpaws, as everyone well knows. When you get in trouble, and this goes double, you call the Paw Bears.
Paw Bears! Paw Bears!
Yeah, no complaints about this.
These pawpaws pop up all around like magic. They're there. The troubles that you thought you had have vanished in the air. So don't forget those pawpaws. They'll come from everywhere. If you get in trouble and this goes double, you call the Paw Bears.
Paw Bears!
I'm guessing toy commercial. I'm guessing Paw Bears were like probably like some sort of stuffed animal. And that, you know, this was... cartoon was mostly for merchandise, but it doesn't seem bad. I don't know, it seems bad. The cartoon seems like it probably is pretty bad. But... no more than the average kids' cartoon of the 80s.
Picture pages, time to get your picture pages, time to get your crayons and your pencils. Picture pages, open up your picture pages, time to watch Bill Cosby do a picture page with you.
Oh, god damn it. It was such a good, cute intro. And then it had to name drop Bill fucking Cosby. I can't appreciate anything that Bill Cosby's ever done. Everything aside from Bill Cosby is good in this intro. It's a cute kids intro. It works for a very young age group. Yeah, it works for a cartoon for a very young age group. It works really well for that. Perfectly for that. Such a banger song.
Pinky and Pangy are just like the dead, but they've got their own thing to say. And together with their friends, ooh, the
And then it had to go all 80s.
Rainbow Panthers, they said it better every day. It's the sons of the Panther, sons of the Panther, alright. Whoa. It's the sons of the Panther, the Pink Panther, alright.
The Pink Panther theme is just an absolute fucking banger. Phenomenal theme song. Like just a classic Pink Panther theme song. Classic. Love it. This is so low quality I can really tell it. Pitfall? Like based on the video game? Like from the video game Pitfall? Okay, sure. Sure, why not? The intro itself, not very good. Plastic Man is a very fun character. He's a very comedic character. I did read one Plastic Man comic once, and yeah, he is very, very comedic. He's cool. Yeah, not a great intro.
From now on, like your...
I suppose it does, it tells you what to expect. But, can't say I was particularly impressed by the intro.
parents were, you are the secret force of pole position.
They're moving real fast, they're the only ones who
Let's
can
go,
get there
Dan.
on time.
Okay, sis.
And never too far behind, they're always fighting crime.
Stop time, Dan.
Undercover and
Ready when you are, Rhodey.
adventure in the danger zone.
Would have been better without the vocals, frankly. I feel like this this intro would be a lot better without the vocals. Also, another major 80s thing. Brother and sister teams.
Pretty soon they'll be off on a mission.
Hydrofoil mode, Rhodey.
Hydrofoil engaged, Dan.
What's behind
Wheels, hovercraft, quick!
What's behind this control? Only there are the
Okay, random. Okay, now there's a young girl and a random animal. Okay, sure. It's the 80s. You need a kid and you need an animal mascot. Sure.
Sit back and watch them go.
What the hell are the genetics going on here? He's blonde, she's got black hair, and the little kid's either red or brown. Looks like a redhead to me. Might be light brown, but it looks like a redhead to me. What the hell is the genetics? How do all three of them have completely different hair colors? Is that is that a thing? And just so different. It feels like their hair color shouldn't be that different.
Help, help, help.
forgot to dot the I.
I'll fix it.
Police Academy. The series.
You don't dot a capital I? That was an uppercase I? You wouldn't dot that? Wow, that was short. That was quick. I thought it would be, yeah. Also, here's a Popeye one. Can tell by Sweet Haven. That's the town that Popeye lives in.
Coochie coochie coo.
Popeye Jr.
Like father, like son.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Whether we are working or playing, we're together in whatever we do. Jumping in the woody, let's go surfing. We're having fun just like you. Fun, having fun. When we are calling out a web or sun, we're having fun. Like pop, like song,
the kid hates spinach, of course. You know, kids hate spinach. I feel like it would have been better if the kid also liked spinach. Yeah, rather than hating spinach, if he liked spinach as much as his dad did. I feel like would have been more entertaining. Anyway, he has a kid. Sweet Pea. Though he drops the T, so Sweet Pea.
We're brown puppies, we wanna go home with you.
Okay, again. It's another one where I can only say okay.
Please take us home. Take a cue from the cube. Hey, it's Cuber. Take a cue, me and you. And Cuber, me and you. And Cuber, me and you. And Cuber.
I have to say, it's always distracting seeing dancing in cartoons because of how bad it always is. Older cartoons in particular. Because, I mean, they couldn't animate dancing well. They didn't have the budget for it. So the dancing always looks so bad, and it always distracts me. I honestly feel like they would have been better off, you know, Charlie Brown notwithstanding. I feel like most cartoons would have been better off not trying to have characters dance. Anyway, Q*bert, okay, sure.
Oh, Q*bert, favorite down in Q*bert. Whoa, Q*bert, you're my favorite one. Oh, Q*bert.
Also, a very sudden end. It just cuts off out of nowhere. I feel like it needed like 2 more seconds. That was also way too short. I don't know, I feel like Rainbow Bright deserved a longer intro than that. It was fine. You know, it was, you know, the fact that it was quick and then, you know, short, sweet. No complaints about it. It was just, you know, I feel like it deserved. My God. Oh, ye gods. What a. First of all, terrible intro. Second, I will never not be amused. And, like, weirdly annoyed. Like, it's always going to annoy me a little bit. The original Rambo was about PTSD. It was about a dude who was unable to leave the war behind him. He wasn't, like... The point wasn't, look at this unstoppable badass action hero. It was, oh shit, this dude thinks he's still in the war, and he's killing, cops. Who didn't do anything wrong. He's gone over the edge. And it ends with him, like, breaking down in tears. It's a film about PTSD. And being unable to escape war. And then it did really well. Like, it was a very popular movie. And the studio was like, hey Stallone, can you give us some more Rambo movies? Where give us a movie where he fights the Soviet Union, where he fights Viet Cong, where he single-handedly wins Vietnam and liberates Afghanistan from USSR or whatever, whatever the fuck those movies were about. Can you give us a movie that completely ignores the actual themes of the original film? And then give us a couple more? Like, Jesus fucking Christ, Hollywood. And yeah, and then cartoon as well. Like, fucking hell, Hollywood. Fuck's sake. Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Something strange in the neighborhood. Who you gonna call? There's something weird and it don't look good. Who you gonna call? Who you gonna call?
Great theme song. Killer theme song. Pointed out to me that apparently, so I mentioned that there's another cartoon called The Ghostbusters. Hence why, like, this one had to call themselves The Real Ghostbusters, because there was another cartoon that called Ghostbusters. I assumed that cartoon was just ripping off the name. But apparently, the name was older than the movie. When they did the movie, they actually had to sort of buy the rights to be able to use that name. That said, the other Ghostbusters cartoon was absolutely using the name in order to capitalize on the popularity of the movie. Unquestionably. But I was wrong about some of the details on it. Rich is one of those characters who just, like, no one wants to see Richie Rich these days. Casper, people can still like. Some of those other, whatever it is, whatever comic company made them. Yeah, those characters, some of those could still work today. Richie Rich, I don't think could. I think people would just be like, I think most people would just be automatically angry at the character. Like they just hate him off the bat. Just fucking rich kid. You billionaire brat. Wanted to give some of that money to charity, you goddamn brat. Look how rich I am. Too much hate for billionaires for a character like Richie Rich to work these days. Bad intro. No one likes it.
Far off in the future, a far-fetched mechanical miracle takes shape as a pile of junk turns into an out-of-this-world scientific marvel.
Rickety rocket, blast off!
It's Rickety Rocket and the gang.
Cosmo.
Splashdown, sunstroke. Rickety rocket.
I mean, okay. It was fine. It was very 80s, but very fine. Oh god, so 80s! Such an 80s song!
Reach for the sky.
The token's there. Token lady. Looks like token Asian dude and token indigenous dude. I'm guessing. Kinda tough to tell her.
You can't bring us down. We're faster than evil. We're faster than the sound. We're faster than evil.
Alright, you know what? We're faster than evil! You know? I like that one. Faster than crime? No. Faster than evil? Yeah, I'll give you that line. That line was good.
Faster than light. We're faster than time. Reach for the sky. Raiders. We're gonna fly.
Yeah, that was bad.
Detroit, the near future. Officer Alex J. Murphy and his partner Ann Lewis fight to rid the decaying city of the criminal element which infests it. After being mortally wounded in the line of duty, Officer Murphy is outfitted by OCP with bulletproof titanium robotic parts and with computer-enhanced motor and sensory capabilities. He has become the ultimate super cop, RoboCop.
I'm gonna guess that the cartoon probably does not keep the social satire, social commentary, and satire of the original movie. Just wild guess, probably does not keep those elements from the movie. It probably plays the concept completely straight. Would be my assumption. You can tell me if I'm wrong. In any event, the intro. And yeah, so. One of the mess. I know I'm a He-Man, I would have missed. G.I. Joe, I would have missed. I have no idea what else I would have missed. In the, in part 2. A bunch, I'm sure, but. Anyway. I continue to feel pretty meh about most of these intros, frankly. A lot of them are pretty weak. Even setting aside like limitations, like animation. Yeah, even setting aside that animation was a lot lower budget back then, even setting that aside, well, they're just not great intros. But maybe you enjoy them more, in which case, I don't know why. Anyway,